Welcome back to the channel and thank you for joining us in our last day in Muscat. The time flew by so quickly, but before we get into anything else today, let's eat. About a year ago, I took a vacation to Oman and it was so beautiful, I decided to stay. A good friend of mine back in Salalah put me onto this place. From the pictures, it kind of looked like you're going to eat in a fort or a castle or something, so had to check it out. This building is huge. Now, I expected a fort-themed restaurant, but this thing, it looks like an actual fort. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rosna Restaurant. Now, I know it's not a real fort, but I love this kind of stuff, and I am completely geeking out right now. Oh my god, this is awesome. Would you look at this place? I almost don't want to eat anymore. I just want to explore this place. From what I've been able to find out, the traditional and unique project of Rosna represents an ancient heritage and civilization in the heart of Muscat. Rosna is indeed a tourist project that has multiple sections. First, the traditional Rosna restaurant that provides traditional Omani meals. Second, the big multi-task hall that fits 600 people. And finally, an Omani cultural arts class in order to present the traditional and special Omani cuisines. Like this traditional flatbread that's made from scratch right in front of you. A little bit about myself. I love bread. Breads of all kinds. If this was the only thing I had to eat today, I would be delighted. However, where's the fun in that? So if you go for breakfast time, I highly recommend the home tray and the mom's tray. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Man, this is peaceful. I wish you guys can breathe in this ocean air with me. So for our last day, what we decided to do was eat, walk off whatever we ate, and then eat again. So after walking off breakfast at the beach, we went back to the hotel only to discover that we missed something that should have been quite obvious. There was a huge mall and plaza right across the street from it. Now, I know I've said this before, but one of the things I love most about Oman is they really do know how to build them. This isn't a grand mall or one of the major attractions in Muscat. This is just a mall, a simple mall. But look how gorgeous this is. Round two. You know, there's one thing about having a partner from the Philippines. If there's no rice, there's no meal. And like I stated earlier, the only thing we planned on doing today was to eat food, walk off the food, and then eat more food, and yeah, here we go again. You know, the odd thing about this mall is it doesn't seem to have a name anywhere on the building or on Google Maps.
You look so rich. You look very rich.
I look rich. It's an interesting comment. I mean, I do clean up nicely, but financially, I have to work for a living. But now that I think about it, I'm rich in all the important areas. I live in a great country, I do have a great job, I have a great wife, I have a great support system. I mean, I'm rich in all the areas that are important. So, thank you, whatever. It's good to be here. But speaking of money, turns out you do not have to be rich to live like a king here in Oman. But that's a topic for a whole nother time. You know, now that I think about it, I do believe this is the first time we've walked in the city since being here. Pick it up?
Yeah, pick it up.
Go on. That would work?
Like it?
Yeah. What's this called?
Huh?
What's it called?
Shupao. Okay, go, go, go.
Eating chow cake. And just what I needed. More food.
Let me see. Good.
Good.
What is it called?
Fresh lumpia.
Ah, very good.
We ate so much, the only place I'm walking to is from the car to my bed. You know, in other videos I realized I might have come across as grumpy because of the traffic and the distance and what have you, but look at what we saw in such a short amount of time. I mean, this is not a vacation. This is my life, and I'm gonna miss Muscat. And now that I know the area a little bit better, I can't wait to make that 10 to 12 hour drive again. But don't tell my wife that. And look, as great as Muscat was, Salalah is home, and I can't wait to go home. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. We'll catch you in the next one.